die an athlete. It's in your DNA.
Live like an athlete so that you can be successful in life.
You're an athlete. Live like it.
ANA, America needs athletes. Welcome, athletes, into the gym closet. If you are new with us, make sure to click subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications for new episodes when they drop. We will hopefully be on a schedule to drop every single week. All right. Next up, what do we got? We got nutrition talk, right? Okay.
Yeah, since we're talking about meal plans already. So I think one of the biggest things that my nutrition clients come to me for is protein. So when I sit down and we start a new nutrition client on our plan, their protein, especially the females, because I'm heavy dominant on the females. I think I have all females clients.
I don't think you have any
All
guys.
females, yeah. Which I love. I love the females. That's why I talk so much during my
Amber hates men, so yeah.
But it's just a female thing, and I don't know if you see this with your male clients too, but that their protein's low. Are males typically low?
Typically,
too?
yeah.
Typically. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's, the thing is like protein's not great, right? Carbs are easy. They're good. Like that's why everybody's carbs are high, fats are high, because those are the really good things. And then protein's typically low. So when clients come to me, a lot of them don't even know where to start when it comes to their protein. So the studies have proven that so the current data suggests that physically active individuals should consume 1.2 to 2.0 grams per kilogram of body weight, or 0.5 to 0.9 grams per pound of body weight if you're an athlete. So I even think that that's typically a little bit low compared to what I tell my clients. I usually like to have them at that 1 to 1.5 grams per body weight. But I think it's eye-opening to a lot of people to be like, wow, I didn't know I should be consuming that much protein. But some, obviously the biggest impact protein has on the body is to help repair muscles and help, with muscle growth as well. But I always give my clients like the top 5 protein snacks that I keep in our house and that I buy at the store every week. And those are light string cheeses. So definitely light, because if you get the normal string cheese, it's going to bump your fat up. Tuna packets. I love tuna. I know some people just don't vibe with tuna, and that's fine, but I like tuna crackers. I'll have like 2 or 3 packets at a time, depending on where my protein is that day.
Always stinking up the office, too.
Always stinking up the office. I do it.
People will be working out in the noon session. Everybody's like, my God.
Oh, I don't. It doesn't smell that bad. Protein bars is always an easy go-to. Built bars are some of my favorites, and then the ones from Costco.
Kirkland's?
Pro
or Fit Crunch?
Fit Crunch. Fit
one,
Crunch
yeah.
ones, yep. Hard-boiled eggs I love too. Usually I take the yolk out of them just because that's higher fat. I need to keep my fat a little bit lower. And then protein powder. So obviously drinking a protein shake every day for sure. But those are my top 5 that I personally love. Do you guys have any ones that you like?
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky is a good one.
Beef jerky. I would say beef jerky or yogurt would be probably my...
Yogurt was going to go on there, but I don't eat that necessarily every day. But
but I mean, that is in our house. I eat Greek yogurt. I would agree, string cheese, Greek yogurt, and that's really my biggest 2 go-tos. Or Greek yogurt would be the only one that's not on the list. But if you do want to see what some of the protein bars are, we did have a Fit Your Macros. Is it worth your macros? So look back on our channel and check out the protein bars. So we rated a bunch of protein bars, and both of those, Built and Fit Crunch, were on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So so those were delicious too. But yeah, I think I think overall the majority of people have a harder time, or anybody that's a new athlete with us, I think every single one of them across the board has been low on protein. And even for those first numbers, but I'd agree that, if you're an athlete with the goal of either weight loss or added muscle, and added performance, as an athlete, you need to up that protein. And a lot of times, that'll be the first thing that I do with an athlete, and that'll be the only thing I do for that week is like, hey, just concentrate on how to get more protein. And all their other numbers seem to like fall in line accidentally because they're elevating their protein.
I typically do the same thing, and I've noticed that too. Which is
it's weird that happens, but it does. As humans, is more of like a psychological thing that it fills you up a little bit, so you're not eating as much protein and fat.
Carbs and fat.
Carbs and fat. Yeah, Good call. But yeah, those things just help everything else fall in line. And so that's, you know, a single tip. I think if I was going to give one tip for getting healthy and losing body fat, it would be strictly eat more protein, because a lot of other things happen just in kind of dominoes effects of getting more protein. So,
and I'm to the point in like I don't have to track my food anymore because I did it for so long and I know where my body is at. But I can tell every day when I don't get enough protein in.
yes,
Like at dinner, I will literally eat like 8 ounces of protein and not want anything else because my body just like needs it. And
Yeah.
it's good and it fills
Yeah.
me up and like I'm full.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like
weird,
starving
though.
if I don't get
And
enough.
if I don't have eggs for breakfast, my day's ruined.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
will eat everything in sight. It's weird.
it's weird.
but-
Yeah.
And that's what happens with a lot of our clients. Like they all say, thank you. Like I've had better relationships with food. They just feel good.
Yeah.
Like, and they
Right.
get it. They might have to track forever. A lot of them just stop tracking and they still have those lifestyle changes that they just live with, you know? And so it's good to see that. But
And it's weird too, like you're eating more like volume of food too.
Right.
Like most people are like, God, I never thought that I could eat this much. I'm super full, and calories are relatively similar. So they feel like they're eating so much more. So like the most popular thing that I get when I'm working with athletes is they're like, I don't feel like I'm on a diet because I feel like I'm eating nonstop. And it's just that protein shift, you know, to get a little bit more protein. And it's just a huge benefit to everything else.
yeah. So for those of you watching, that's my goal for you this week. Go stock up on some of those protein snacks if you like them and see how it makes you feel.
Yeah. And the 5 snacks are an awesome tip because those are grab and go type of things, right? So like I'm terrible at eating lunches and doing different things because I just get working and I forget. But what I can do is have some string cheese next to me to make sure I'm getting my protein in, to have a yogurt next to me to make sure I'm a protein shake. So typically what I'll do every single week, and I know we talked about this before, but I'll have egg whites in the morning, string cheese, 10 o'clock, like 11:30 a Greek yogurt, and then a protein shake at like 1. And then the rest of my day is in line. I've had 200 grams of protein and I have like very little carbs and fats. And so when I get home, I can eat with the kids. I have so much extra to hit my macros.
This is why we don't do meal plans. Because if I gave Tyler a meal plan, he wouldn't be very good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it was
Because
like
that would not
3,
be the meal plan for him.
right. Yeah. If there was 3 things on that meal plan and a weird dinner every night, that would be my meal plan.
Like dino nuggets.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what
Gummy
through my
bears,
head.
dino nuggets.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm still under
But
my
you still hit
weight.
it.
Yep. I'm
mean-
under my numbers. Typically I'm under my numbers, and I'm like at the end of the night I'm thinking like, oh, I should go eat some more gummy bears.
Right.
And I think
You know
this
what I
just
mean?
falls
Yeah.
good into my
Yeah.
life because, like, when I'm running kids to like therapy appointments or whatever, it's like I can eat a string cheese on the go. I can eat a protein bar. I can take a protein shake with me. And
You even have like and tuna's on there as well for you, but you even have a
Like packs of tuna in my bag.
car load of tuna.
That makes me.
I'm
I'm
obsessed.
disgusted
Oh,
by
no,
that.
I love
honestly.
it.
Oh my
so
god.
good. Like this flavored packet.
Oh,
We
yeah.
should
All
trade
of them.
locations.
Give me all of them.
What I was also going to say with your protein is like, or with your tuna is like, I'm not a huge fan of just plain tuna, but she has tuna all the time at the house. And what I'll do is I'll just throw some mustard and a little bit of
Light
low fat, light.
What the
Fat-free.
hell?
You've never had?
Like a
Oh,
tuna
it's like a
sandwich.
little tuna
Well,
sandwich.
if he
Oh,
eats
yeah.
Tuna, he's not gonna have that.
Oh
I'm not
my
gonna
goodness.
eat that. No.
Or we make patty
Like a
melts
tuna
out of
melt?
like
Yeah.
a melt.
No, I would never. No,
You've
I'm
never
not
had a
gonna-
Wow.
tuna melt?
He
No,
hates
I'm not
tuna.
going- I don't like
it's just-
tuna.
You're not something he's gonna have.
Oh, I didn't know you hated tuna.
Yeah.
Like all the way. I thought
I
you
hate.
just hated.
I hate everything about. Yeah.
Oh,
I hate
The smell. He
even
walks
the
in-
living fish tuna.
Before he even walks in the door.
Something about them.
Slap
Yeah.
it.
No, I
That's
love it. They got
hilarious.
like
Gross.
the buffalo ranch. They got the hickory
Jalapeno
smoked is my
bomb.
Yeah.
favorite.
That is
That's
bomb.
solid.
That is
You
what
guys
I'll
are
throw that stuff like on a
disgusting.
rice cake and eat that like
Really?
for a
Okay, I haven't
snack.
tried
Yeah.
that yet. Yeah.
And then another thing
That's-
too is like low fat cottage cheese. Another one.
That's
too.
That's a
Yeah,
great
that's
one.
I do
Yeah.
that
That's a
every
great
lunch.
one. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a
Do
good
that
one.
every lunch.
Yep.
And that's these things are so easily portable, and most of them are super affordable, minus maybe the beef jerky. Beef jerky gets a little pricey.
Beef jerky does, but what we started doing, and we need to do it more often, but we've done it a couple times now, is we actually got a jerky gun, and
A jerky gun?
yeah,
Like a
What?
like a gun?
like a jerky gun that you put the beef in and you squeeze it and the jerky comes out and then you put it in the food dehydrator and make your own beef
That's
jerky.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And so like we're super fortunate because so my grandpa raises cattle, so every Christmas we get like half of a cow.
Awesome.
So like our deep freeze is
Nice.
stocked with beef. So we're usually like over the course of a year we have like extra ground beef
And
even.
so you've tried it before, or you
Yeah,
haven't?
so we
Okay,
tried
yeah.
it a couple
That
times
makes
and
sense.
it's awesome.
I'm gonna give you, because we get my folks have a farm too, and so
Yeah.
they get typically like their neighbor gives them a side of beef for
Yeah.
renting their land or something, whatever. But yeah, but we've never done anything like that.
It's actually not.
I'm just gonna drop off like
I
a
say
side
it's
of beef.
easy. Haley does it. I say it's easy, but it's a Haley thing. But yeah,
Nice.
you just
Didn't know there
you
was such
basically
a
just
thing.
pack the ground beef in this gun and squeeze it into your strips, like your jerky strips, and you toss it. We do it in the food dehydrator like overnight. It takes like 10 hours.
So does the food dehydrator, because so typically like if you get a package of like just original, right? It's very relatively low fat, low carbs. Would that also like the dehydrator, does that have
Take
like
the
a
fat
drain
out, or-
So
fat and stuff like that? Or-
I tried to look into that and like Google it, and I think it said that it will like get rid of like a third of the fat that's in it.
Okay, cool.
Like the dehydrating process will get rid of about a third of the fat that's in it. But like
Sure.
the ground beef that we get is so lean, like it would
Right,
be
right.
like we can brown it up and there's like no grease in it at all. So
Would
it would be like
you-
96.4.
Would you be able to do the same thing with like deer meat
Yeah.
and do so this gun
This
that you
jerky
have,
gun. I can't believe you don't know what this is.
I've never
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
What?
I've never heard of
Yeah.
a jerky
Never
gun.
heard of it.
This is like an Amazon finds type of
Yeah.
thing. or what?
Right,
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
No, this is a very common
Currently
thing.
searching.
Right.
Get it. I would recommend it big
Dang.
time. Yeah.
Pumped. But then you also have to have the dehydrator, obviously.
But then you have to have the
Yeah.
dehydrator too. Which
So what if you just did that and then threw the strips into like the air fryer?
I don't know.
The
I've never
fuck?
done
I
that.
don't know.
Oh, we're gonna
Air fried
Oh,
beef.
damn.
air fried beef strips.
It is really weird because like when you first put it out, like when you first like gun it out onto the sheet, it literally just looks like a rectangle of like ground beef.
Right.
It's just like a patty, a little
Right.
patty thing of ground beef. But then
That's
like the
sweet.
dehydrating process like shrivels it up, obviously. So
Right.
like jerky would be. So
Nice.
yes, it's super convenient, super nice.
Well, you
Highly
learn something
recommend.
you
So
learn
beef
something
jerky
every-
is a high
yeah.
protein
Beef jerky,
snack.
good one. Yeah,
I love it, and it can be affordable if you do your
You
own.
get your own beef for free.
Well, and then I mean, if even like ground beef though.
Oh yeah, if you go to the store
You
and
can
get
get
ground
affordable
beef
ground
and
beef
do that,
and
I
do
mean,
that.
that's probably half the price of going and
Of, like-
buying actual
Right.
beef jerky.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like a bag of beef jerky is like
It's expensive.
Oh
right?
yeah,
It's
like the,
expensive, yeah.
the bigger
really
ones
get-
that are
yeah.
like, I think they come in like 2 or 3 serving bags. Like
Yeah.
those ones are like $15.
oh
Yeah.
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 Even
It's
the
so
individual
expensive.
ones where it's like one serving.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Be like
you know,
$6-7.
20
yeah.
grams of protein. They're like $7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
We always
Which-
get ours at like Costco because you get like the big
Right.
bag.
Yeah.
Those ones are
And
at
then
least
it's,
a little
those
more
are like just
affordable.
a little
Yeah.
snack on the go too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you get like 10, 15 grams of protein and
Yeah.
low carb, low fat too.
Nice.
Lunch meat's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random, but
Yeah. Hell yeah. Good protein talk. Remember, you're an athlete. Live like it.
Born an athlete, you'll die an athlete. It's in your DNA.
Live like an athlete so that you can be successful in life.
you're an athlete. Live like it.
ANA, America needs athletes.